So we're here again on another episode of Ask Matt. And the question that was asked was, go ahead, Matt.
Somebody wanted to know how come their ferrules didn't fit. They ordered them off an online retailer and they came in and that they were too tight and they wouldn't fit. And one thing that a person needs to be aware of is that ferrules don't come lapped. So what I mean by that is, so if I use this rod for an example, which I got my ferrules on, they're the nickel silver components that join the two sections.
Hey, Matt, what does lapping mean?
Well, lapping means that you take a small diameter of metal off of the male ferrule in order for it to fit into the female ferrule.
Which one's the male ferrule?
The male ferrule is the one with the actual slide part, and the female ferrule then just has the hole, and the two pieces should snugly and firmly slide together.
Oh.
And that's how you join your rod. But the male ferrules, they come oversized, so what you need to do is remove about a thousandth to...
Why do they come oversized?
It's just the machining process, so depending on how they're made, but they just make them the same diameter, so if they're the same diameter, they won't go together. So the male needs to be shrunk just a little bit, about thousandths to about 10 thousandths of an inch.
How do you do that?
So what I do is I turn them and I use a pair of files. These are pillar files. And also another really important tool to use when lapping ferrules is a micrometer. This micrometer allows you to measure, this one allows me to measure down to 10 thousandths of an inch. So your standard piece of paper is actually 3 thousandths of an inch.
You ruined a couple of those ferrules before.
It's very easy to overlap a ferrule. Takes a light touch, so go slow, measure often. So the amount that you're taking off, like I said, is about 15 thousandths of an inch to a thousandth of an inch. Your standard piece of paper is 3 thousandths of an inch. So this is less than a third of the thickness of a single sheet of paper that you're removing off the male slide.
So just a teeny tiny bit?
Just a smidgen, yeah, teeny tiny bit.
Okay.
And actually, I'm putting together a step-by-step episode on building the ferrules and lapping them. So if you do want to check that out, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then you can get notifications. So when that one goes up, you can check it out. I do it without a lathe, and we go through the different steps of measuring and turning the ferrules so you have a perfectly fit rod.
Well, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
This concludes another episode of Ask Matt.